Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with the more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This time, I finally wanted to do a video that has actually been requested of me quite often, which is to go through Storyteller's story. I do plan to do a video that's going to walk you through how to collect all of the Elven notes, which will allow you to unlock this story on your own playthrough. But I know there's a lot of you who either don't have the game yet or have already played through the game and wouldn't play through the game a second time just to unlock this content. And so therefore, it would still be useful to you for me to go ahead and make a video. If you enjoy this and you want to see the rest of Storyteller's story, definitely please leave me a like down below and a comment if it moves you, lets me know what the community is and is not interested in seeing. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with part 1. They are leaving. The people of Kyonin faced the coming Earthfall and admitted that they were incapable of handling this disaster. Earthfall is a disaster of untold proportions. An unborn planet dropped on Golarion by blind fate or someone's evil will. A blow so strong that the continent of Aslan is destroyed within moments, turned to ashes, wiped off the face of Golarion. In this burnt sacrifice, clouds of ash and dust are born, stealing our sun. Without the warmth of our star, the air cools, the soil is barren. Dark creatures crawl out of their lairs to rule, and the most frightening thing, without the sun, all hope dies in the heart. This is the age of darkness. Proud rulers, artful crafters, brave warriors, wise mages, and skilled healers, all of them hurry to the gates of Severian, looking around fearfully. The Severian stone is a magnificent crystal bent into an arch by a mighty hand of an ancient divine creator. Our great gate to other worlds. It breathes power. It dreams of eternity. A clean, safe world is waiting for them there. The elves leave because they are afraid to lose what they have. They were rulers, long-lived and powerful. They valued their lives and sunshine too much to enter the fight with the aftermath of Earthfall. I am an archmage, and this title is well-deserved. I have acquired delicate mastery and succeeded in many areas of magic, but curiosity has always pushed me toward new knowledge since the first day of my apprenticeship. I spent many hundreds of years in Kyonin. I have always admired the way my kinfolk cared for the forest that was our home, but the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. But I love Golarion, all its places, all the forms it manifests in. I traveled widely and then came home and told my kinfolk about my travels, but they weren't interested. They only cared about Kyonin. Their lack of desire to hear about the wider world makes me sad and angry. My people decided not to fight for Golarion. I am ashamed, and I am sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in the face of the catastrophe, but my will is strong. I am staying. My kinfolk are looking at me angrily. How dare I diminish their decision with my recklessness? My choice makes them cowards, traitors of their own home. One of them, my former mentor, looks at me bitterly. He hands me a neat notebook with a tree bark cover, in case you change your mind. With a heavy sigh, he returns to the line of those departing. Forgive me, brothers and sisters. I watched the gates of the Severian stone close, separating me from them. It's time for me to go too. I open my master's notebook. These are his notes about traveling between worlds. In case you change your mind. He hopes the burden I shouldered voluntarily will be too much. I will lose heart and find my way to Severian. That will never happen. My mouth set stubbornly. I tear my master's notebook to pieces. I use my forced pride as a shield against my fear of what is to come. Earthfall happened at night. I am standing at the top of my tower, many miles to the north of Kyonin, and I see a blaze far in the south. I hear a horrendous rumble. The air is groaning, giving way to a huge rock rushing down on my world, and then a blow. Vibration that penetrates everything, reaching down into the bowels of Golarion and up to the vaults of the sky, crunching bones, blood from burst vessels filling my eyes with darkness, drowning in timelessness along with countless denizens of Golarion. Never before have we been so united in our feelings. When I came round, the darkness remains. My first terrible thought, I'm blind. But no, little by little I begin to see the stone wall. I am alive, but why is it so dark? The answer is quick. The smell of ash everywhere. The great burnt sacrifice filled the air with incinerated particles of what was recently the continent of Aslant. Great clouds of ash covered the sky, cutting us off from the sun and the moon, dooming us to dusk at day and complete darkness at night. My heart sinks with fear. Treacherous thoughts fill my mind. Why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else when I had the choice? I clench my teeth and stand up to watch Earthfall, proudly, like the last Archmage of Kyonin should. Would my world really perish like this? Will I perish? No, that will never happen. I am still alive, and I can fight Earthfall and the darkness, not run from it in a blind panic like my kinfolk and my cowardly teacher. But what can I do? I will not stop the disaster. I will hardly be able to save empires from their destruction. What can I do? I am but one Archmage, powerful and weak at the same time. The tower is my retreat to the north of Kyonin, my home away from home, my observatory. From its top, I watched the stars and, when they were correctly aligned, the other worlds as well. Here in the northern wastelands, I found the highest mountain and built a tower on top of it. On clear days, I could see the mist over the lake of mist and veils in the east. That's how high I was. I don't know what to do next. I need to think. My opponent, Earthfall, is much stronger than me. It is merciless. It does not simply destroy life, it kills in error, ending the greatness of Golarion civilizations. They will sink into oblivion, be forgotten as if they never existed. I need to think. Forgive me. I shouldn't have raised my voice. This story was much harder than many before it, most likely because I played the main role in it. It is so strange to see myself feel the emotions tear me up inside, those that I felt a long time ago, and not remember them. It's like I split. I became both the storyteller and the main character. Too bad the story ended at that moment. And that brings an end to part 1 of the story. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like down below, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.